Never gonna sleep again the way I slept with you. Hello, welcome back to Bardic Aggravation. That's Brandon. That's Rick. I'm Kent. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to do what we normally do. We are continuing this series of DC20 09, now 09.5-ish. We're going to sprinkle what we know of that in there. Beta subclass stuff. And today we're doing the... Oh my god.
Warlock!
I hate these guys so much. Will you hate them with me so I don't feel so alone? So yes, we're doing the Warlock subclasses because who doesn't love a good Warlock? We all like the Warlock. Everybody plays Warlocks. Unless you're one of those paladin people. As with the Barbarian one that you hopefully watched, we are not doing levels 1 and 2 because this is a long video, or was, the Warlock. So look up there. Click on that if you want to catch up what levels 1 and 2 are. We will, however, take you through the changes since the 08. They're not that super many for the Warlock, so this will go quickly. But levels 1 and 2 went through a couple little glow-ups.
Yeah.
As the kids like to say.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you a glow up.
That's some Gen Z slang you got there.
Whatever. Skibbity boo boo.
Hit point changes right off the rip, right?
Hey, get some hit points now. Health points.
Change-
Health points.
Health
Yeah.
points. Health points.
How many you
Right
get?
now.
You get 9 base plus your might.
Yeah, so you're getting as many as some of the marshals. Most of them, actually. Now, the reason I assume for this is because, as you're going to see, or even if you watch the video, Warlocks can spend their health points to do things. It's a sacrificial type of deal. Ooh. So, sacrificial damage, gone.
What?
It's gone. That's
you
just
just said-
gone. Forget it. You don't have it.
Bye.
Okay.
That's where you could use a hit point to do more damage, something like that. It doesn't matter. So don't even get your hopes up. Why are we talking about it? Because then you're never going to miss what you don't know. So it doesn't exist. Sacrificial healing, gone.
Bye.
Okay.
I have no problem with this one.
Oh, no. Yeah, you wouldn't.
Because here's the thing, concept-wise. So you could, I don't know, you could spend a health point to heal more hit points or something. If you do any healing, it does more with some... If you're a Warlock, why are you healing? Why are you healing?
Because
You're a Warlock.
my Warlock is a nice...
It's
or my
stupid.
My patron's a nice one. Wants to
Sometimes,
spread the
yeah.
You
love.
don't get a nice... If you have a nice patron as a Warlock, you're a cleric. Stop it.
In your humble opinion.
No, that's a fact.
It is not a fact.
You cannot have a unicorn patron as a Warlock.
You
Or a
can.
Keyrin or an angel.
You can choose radiant damage. Yes, you can.
That's dumb. Play a cleric. Stop it. Desperate Bargain is new. This replaces those. What does this do?
Once per combat, you can spend an action point now to regain hit points, or health points rather, equal to your prime. And then when you use Desperate Bargain, this is the one caveat to it, you're exposed until the end of your next turn.
So there's always a price to pay.
Always a price to pay.
3 hit points is huge.
So 3 is huge, but then you're exposed till the end of your next turn.
So you run in a dark.
Exposed means what?
Means attacks against you have advantage.
Yeah, so packed armor.
Oh, what?
Packed armor used to be where you
armor.
could take 3 defense maneuvers only of your choice. Now you just have access to all the defense maneuvers. All thousands of them.
That's a nice little change. There's
It
not
is.
1,000 of them, but yes.
I know, why you just gloss over shit? So yeah, you have access to all of the defense maneuvers with your packed armor.
If
If
you
you don't
take
know
that.
what packed armor is, again, go watch that video. We're not talking about it today. That's cool. Makes it even armorier. Packtier.
So next thing Warlock can do is life tap. Pretty excellent, where you take your health points instead of magic points once per combat, and you can cast spells with it. So you can use your own energy just like all the rest of the things we've been talking about, like using your own life to cast spells.
It's only once per combat,
It's still
which
with
means
that
you
flavor,
regain it
right?
every time you roll initiative. And then life drain is gone.
Done.
Gone.
What's life drain? I don't even know because it's
It's
gone.
gone. Nobody cares.
If somebody was bloodied and you did something, you could take some of their... It's like a vampiric touch type thing, but you don't have it anymore, so just forget about it.
Get over it.
Gone.
Gone.
So those are the changes. There are no more. That's little tiny rewording things that's coming out in the great rewording, and that's .011 something something. So, let's start with the first subclass.
Oh, yes.
Which is the... Wait, who's doing this one? I don't
Me.
even
I'm
remember.
going to do this one.
Okay,
You,
okay.
you're not doing this one.
The Eldritch Subclass.
What does Eldritch mean for the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that...
It means your otherworldly patron person
Is
They're all in
elderly?
the world.
is elderly, and now he's
Rich?
He's elderly and he's rich.
So he, yeah,
It's a rich old man.
Well, what's eldritch horror mean?
It's eldritch.
Scary
It's-
horror.
It's alien. It's something so foreign to us that it blows your mind.
would that be like a Cthulhu type thing?
It's a Cthulhu. It's a.
Okay.
We'll look up the actual definition of eldritch.
To read it to other people. Let's finally put this to bed because I know a lot of people are watching this and they're like, yeah, I don't really know what it means.
I
either.
like the word though.
Let's see what what's his face says. To me, it sounds very like Feywildy.
Yes.
Eldritch. The Eldritch Council. The Eldritch sounds. It doesn't sound like what it really means. It's
Sounds
one of
like
those
what I would
words.
name my kid if I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
You were actually spot on.
Eldritch, come here, boy.
You were spot on.
As usual.
Eldritch. Strange or unnatural, especially in a way that inspires fear. Weird,
Okay.
eerie.
So there you go. There's Eldritch. Look what
That's
you learned
Eldritch.
today. It's your word for the day.
it up.
Eldritch. Should be on your
Word
little
for the
calendar
day,
desk thing.
Eldritch. So the first thing you get is psychic spell casting. So you learn a spell with the psychic tag. So you can dip into other people's spells now. Now you're moving around, you're moving spells around, and you're really picking things that will enhance.
Because how many? When you create a warlock.
Yes.
Where do you get your spells from? Where you get 4 spell schools, right?
4 spell schools.
So that's a lot. That's generous.
That's generous. And now you can grab something from another one if you don't have this tag. So I'm assuming if you're going to go with Eldritch, you're not going to pick that tag, right? Because you want to be able to pull
Psychic.
some of those in. Psychic. Yeah,
Psychic
you're not
being
going to
the
go with the
tag.
psychic tag. You're not going to go with it because you're going to be pulling them here.
Yeah, because any spell with the psychic tag, it's for you now.
And now when you choose new spells, you can actually use that spell tag as well.
When you level up or take a path that gives you more spells, even though it's not part of your
Right,
original spell
right.
school, you can go, I want psychic. And okay, can't argue with you. Have a psychic
So you pick
spell.
4 other ones, and now you got a 5th almost right off the top. So
Yeah, I mean, you
sound
could choose the psychic school as part of your 4 schools
You could.
if you wanted to.
But then this would be useless. Now we're getting into that strange otherworldly power here. So you get this more of it right now. Ready? You're gonna get this thing called forbidden knowledge.
I can't know this.
no, you can't.
You can't.
It's forbidden.
So after a short or long rest, you can learn.
Jeez, he didn't
You
say it.
can learn any spell. Any spell.
From any system.
Any spell. You can go to Shadow Dark and pick. No, you wouldn't do that. Any spell from the book, and you cast it with a negative mana cost of 1. So it's 1 less to cast this spell. But it's forgotten after you use it or you rest. So you get 1 extra spell. Forbidden knowledge.
So just to encapsulate that one, so once a day between when you rest, you can pick literally any spell at all in the game. Mm-hmm. It's from any other class or spell school or spell tag or any of it. You go, I really wish I had that spell, but it doesn't fit it. But now you can cast it for that day. And if it costs you a mana point, it costs you 0. If it costs you 2, it costs you 1.
I feel like I should know this.
Ah, shit, I forgot.
Yeah, you shouldn't know this.
It's forbidden. Now it's not.
That'd be great if you're going into a certain situation. Right? You're going into maybe a cleric's nest. I don't know. What do clerics do? They nest or something?
Clerics live in nests, yes.
I'm gonna go to the cleric's nest.
And you want to
Cleric's nest.
bring a turn undead because you're going to cleric's nests, and you push these evil clerics out. You know, you just bring it with you.
Are they undead clerics?
Well, of course.
Well, you left that part out.
Oh,
Like, you're not going to turn undead against the cleric. That's what they do.
that's what they do. Of course
Here,
it
have a
is.
little bit of your own medicine, cleric.
Yeah.
Make it a turn cleric spell. That'd be good.
Ooh, turn
Go to a
cleric
cleric's
away?
nest with your turn cleric spell.
That would work for you because you hate healers.
I'm going to homebrew that.
Oh man.
I'm gonna turn you.
We'll call it
about-
excommunication.
Excommunicano. Eldritch bargain. So you spend a hit point. So you're using your life again.
Health point.
Health points. God dang it! Why do I want to call it a hit point? Because it's just HP.
We know why.
Yeah. Because we're
Because
stuck
you're
in
a
this world.
fucking D&D shill.
You nerd.
All right, the Eldritch bargain. You spend your health point to change the defense you're hitting. So in DC20, there's 2 defenses: precision defense and area defense. And if you know someone's weak at the other one, you can use your own life to switch your attack to the other defense.
So area defense is
Like a
area
fireball,
of
right?
effect.
Big area.
Precision is 1 target. And if you're casting a spell that does area defense, but you just want to hit this bastard because he's pissing you off,
Switch it.
you can just say, you know what? I'm switching the defense that this targets to precision.
That's pretty cool.
It's just you.
I'm renaming this bargain to the FU bargain. That's what it is. I'm going to spend my own health to f you up.
I didn't even have to bleep that.
He
You
censored it. Did you see
self-bleeped.
that?
Very nice.
And it doesn't matter what defense. I'm going to mess you up.
Just because I can.
Just because I can.
I'm one of those. Because my patron is an asshole, not a unicorn.
He
Because I'm a warlock.
can be a unicorn.
Nah, I know.
What if he's a good guy? What if he comes at you like he's a good guy, but
Yeah.
he really twists the pact around and he's really evil?
Anyway,
Flavor feature, you get some alien comprehension. You can do deep speech and writings and ramblings and all the crazy stuff that goes with all this Eldritch things.
can you talk to like the...
You can talk to light bulbs.
Yes!
Just
I've always wanted to talk
torches,
to light bulbs.
Just things. You're nuts, right? You
Why
start-
a light bulb?
I don't
A, can you talk to one, and why do you want to?
Because it lightens up my world, man. Haven't you always wanted to say thank you to a light bulb before?
Why
Fester
can you
fan.
understand a light bulb?
He's an Uncle Fester fan. I don't, because you're nuts. You're crazy. You like it's
You
random.
can understand crazy people.
You can understand crazy people.
Light bulb's not a crazy person.
It's not.
But the person
How does it
talking to a
work?
light bulb doesn't, I mean, then you just figure it out.
So you can actually understand the lunatic ramblings of people.
You do that all the time with me.
That's
What?
like
You comprehend my rambling.
you
I
do.
understand Brandon. I must have an Eldritch
He
War
must.
alien pact.
You have alien comprehension.
All right, that's it. That's all you get.
That's it. Bunch of extra spell casting, a little bit of the old spending of the health to do things.
So you're kind of about more variety of spells, spell utility stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to be more of a magic casting warlock, here you go.
There you go.
To be honest with you, that's kind of cool. It's weird. It's a weird subclass, and I'm all for it.
It's how you play it too, right? How you play it out, how weird it would get.
It's weird.
Okay, well, there we go. That was that one. Here's
Yep.
this one.
Oh,
This is the Fey. So you get your Eldritch and you got your Fey. These are the two subclasses. For now, there will be plenty more coming, but this is what you have for now. First of all, you got to choose your Fey aspect. You've seen this in other videos where you choose the type of damage you do and blah, blah, blah. This is a Fey aspect that you're choosing for life, and it imparts one of two different conditions, charmed or intimidated. Which is very Fey, I guess, according to D&D. I don't know.
according to D&D.
That's how that started. That was all very Fey.
Oh.
Charm, intimidate, these are things you can do because you're Fey, which it's fine. I like it, you know.
You're picking one or the other of the flavors.
One or the other. And apart from you using it, as we'll get to, you now have advantage on saving throws against this condition, whichever one you pick. So if you chose intimidation, people are going to have a harder time intimidating you. It's called you can't trick a trickster.
Ha!
And then you get Fey Step as part of your Fey aspect.
That sounds familiar.
So when you're hit by an attack, not just attacked, you have to be hit.
Ow! The ass?
Nice.
It's not as flabby as I thought it would be. When you're hit by an attack, you can spend an action point, not a health point, not that dark crap that Rick was all into.
No.
Not the satanic panicky stuff that people like him
I
cause.
love it.
As a reaction, somebody hits you, you can teleport up to 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. You can do the whole 3, you can just do 2, depending on your mood. Oh, I like it over there. And then on top of this very useful thing, you can also now become invisible once you do it to the end of your next turn.
Wait.
To the start.
What?
Now you can do it to the start of your next turn. You're invisible.
That's
So this is a Hail Mary pass move. If somebody hits you and you're like, oof, that took a lot. I can't take one more of those. Now you can just boop away and you're invisible, so they don't even know where you went to unless you're fighting in snow or dust or water.
So there has to be a limit to this, right? I can't do it all the time. Can
Every
you?
time you get
I'll
hit.
do it all I want
Can
to.
you do it every time you get hit?
Every time.
Yes, that when hit by an attack.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great.
No, it's once per combat.
Oh, okay. Once per combat. I was like, man, you'd be popping around like Nightcrawler.
I get them all excited.
I'd be excited. I'd be like, I'm
yeah,
taking it.
yeah.
Taking it now. I'm
Once
doing
per
it.
combat, you can do this. So, it like I said, it's kind of your get the hell out of here because I can't take any more.
Or
If you hit me one more
repositioning.
time, I'm on death's door.
Repositioning, maybe move yourself around the battlefield somewhere to get to the mage or something you could do while you're getting hit.
I'd save it till you need it.
No, I'd go after somebody.
Because you'd be like, when you do get down to 1 health point, and you're like, why did I already spend that on doing what Rick just said? Now
would
I
do
feel
it.
like an idiot.
Because I killed the mage. And I'm going to be at death's door and I'd like to die as a hero.
So now you have what's called a beguiling bargain. What's beguiling mean, Brandon? It's all word day today.
This is a word day.
That one I don't know.
I'm not explaining it to you. We've wasted too much time educating you today.
Okay.
So with this beguiling bargain,
Mm-hmm.
when you attack or attack with a spell, you can spend one of your precious HPs, your health points, to hit any creature, not the one you're attacking necessarily, it can be, but any creature of your choice with your Fey aspect. Here's where that comes in, that choice you made, intimidate or charm.
Charmed, yeah.
They have to make a charisma save. If they fail, they now have that aspect until the end of your next turn. So they're charmed or intimidated, whichever one you chose. You don't get to pick it every time you do this. Let's be clear.
It makes sense because if you're attacking me and you hit me, you can make him frightened because of that. He can be like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want any part of that.
I think most times you're going to do this to the person you're attacking, but yes, conditionally, maybe you're like, I need to get this guy out of here, so let's make him afraid of me or make him think that I'm really cool.
I also thought of this. What if we're fighting someone on the street, the guards come walking up, and as you punch him, you charm a guard.
See,
The guard walks up, and then boom, he's on your side instantly. This guy beat me up. Let's take him to jail. And then all of a sudden, he's going to jail, and you're doing what you were doing.
Very good. You see?
Yeah,
there you
there
go.
Bam.
He still hasn't made the gazelle stance work, but that was great.
That works. Oh, you'll see. Wait till you see my gazelle.
We're waiting.
It's going to be amazing. I'm
We're
waiting.
all
It's going to
waiting.
be the big unveiling.
You're going to wait till nobody cares.
It's going to be a whole video. Just the gazelle
It's
stance.
going to be a whole
It's going to
video.
be called the gazelle
stance. Rick's gazelle stance video, and we can't wait. Then your flavor feature is something called Dream Walker.
Oh, what?
Dream Walker.
Sounds like a Dio song.
While you're sleeping, you can lucid dream, so you can control your dreams. So
It's interesting.
if you guys are taking a rest and you're bored, basically like watching, I want to watch the show I want to watch, and you can just do that while you dream. The other thing is if you're in contact with somebody, this is what it says. If you're in contact with somebody,
Like touching physically?
it would have to be, yes.
Okay.
So you do with that what you will. You can see what they're seeing in their dream. If you're in contact with them. So if you could be just touching them, now you know what they dream about.
That's voyeurism. That's an intrusion. I put the X.
It's very
I put the X up on that. That's the X.
You're
it's
my mind now.
creepy.
That is, yeah. You're.
Hey, how was that sex dream about me last night?
I didn't have a sex dream.
Ah,
about
yes, you
last
did. I
night.
saw it. We were eating a banana split at something, and you stuck it in me.
What? I didn't
I
have.
liked it.
No. Okay.
You like me. You had a sex dream about me. Ha 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 ha.
But you can't do anything to their dreams, right?
No.
Okay. You
why
can.
not?
You can do
You
stuff
can't
with your own
manipulate
dreams.
them. Your own dreams, yes.
Okay.
But theirs, you can just be a spectator, voyeur.
I would let you do it.
Creeper.
I would let you do it. I'd be like, mess with their dreams.
Kind of like Inception.
But what? I guess if you're doing this and your DM wants to impart some knowledge to you because they're into that, kind of here's how to get some cool knowledge that I don't feel like doing a big expo dump. The bad guy's dreaming about this. Well, how are you close enough to the bad guy to touch him and look at his dreams? And why don't you just cut his head off?
Well,
Maybe you sneak back out. Hey, I know what he dreams about. Why didn't you kill him? Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I love that face step.
Well, yeah, the face step. I mean, you're
That's
getting teleportation and invisibility in one, which is two of the most powerful things that you have in a game like this.
Boom,
So
boom. Like you're out of it. Boom, boom. Gone.
once per combat, okay with. I personally, when I hear Fey and I don't see a random roll table, I'm disappointed. Because the Fey is chaos.
Chaos,
It's
yeah,
unpredictable.
it's chaos.
It doesn't make sense, and it shouldn't. So a lot of the stuff you use as Fey, and if you guys are watching this, I'm very serious. Change this. Give us some random roll tables. Give us some unpredictable things. There's mischief from D&D and wild magic stuff. Don't copy those. Don't. Wild magic is for wild magic, but this should
That
be
idea.
akin to that.
That thought, yes.
If I'm going to play something Fey, that's what I want out of it. I want unpredictable, random rolls, random outcomes. That would be so much fun, and I know he agrees.
Well, it's like Alice in Wonderland. You go there and you don't know what's happening.
It's just,
But it's all crazy and fun.
You shouldn't even have any control over this.
shouldn't,
And you're,
exactly. Fey
it's what your Fey patron decides the outcome will be today, because that's how they are. They're bored all the time. They're not going to give you this reliable thing. They're going to give you something that, I don't know what it does. Have fun, though.
Would it be cool for you if, like, Fey Step was you teleport to 3 spaces of random?
That's a good start. That's a very good start. I mean, that would be much more fun than this reliable Fey stuff that we've seen in D&D a million times. It's not... I don't like to poo-poo this stuff, but I got to be honest. It's not exciting. It's not... Give us that Fey feel. Make it unpredictable. Make it crazy. That's Fey. So I can't like this. I want to. But it's...
So mine is better.
Yeah, because it makes more sense for what it purports to be. This is It's Fey. You can charm, intimidate, teleport, turn invisible. That's pretty much your standard run-of-the-mill Fey stuff. Not exciting. I cannot advocate this Fey patron subclass.
That'll be my nose ring. Look like a big bowl.
Now that's just impractical. The nipple ring, that would be fine.
No, my nipple will look like that.
Yeah, he does have tiny nipples.
Look at him already testing
He's
out
already
the...
playing with it.
Every time I pick it up, I think about that.
I'm leaving this in. I'm leaving it in. It's just too weird not to.
That's Fey.
That's totally Fey.
See? Hey, you get it? Okay, so then what's left?
So, what's left
Is everything.
is something called the Paragon. Now, if you've seen our other videos, you understand what Paragon is. But what Paragon is it makes you...
You're basically just not taking a subclass. You're sticking with Warlock.
You are a warlock.
There's no subclass that I need. I just want more of my Warlock powers.
Yes. Yes.
You still have your patron because in this game you choose it at first level.
Smart. Can't be a warlock without a patron.
Right.
So you can take one of these things that he's going to talk about. You can't take them both right now. Or you could also do what?
Multi-class into your own
Don't
class.
say that. That's dumb. You just said how dumb that was.
You can take a feature, you can double dip a feature that had multiple options earlier.
Well, what is it with this class that you can go back and get
So
more of?
you're looking at your packed.
Pact boons.
Yeah, your packed familiar, packed cantrip, packed armor, packed weapon, that kind of stuff.
So you only got to choose one when you were level 1. So if you don't want to take either of these Paragon things or a subclass, you can go just take another boon, right?
Yeah, it's called expanded boon.
If you took Packed Armor, now you can take Packed Weapon and add that to it. Now you got Packed Armor and Packed Weapon.
Boom.
That sounds powerful.
I get a lot of things. That's really cool.
And all their spells, too.
So
Spellblade, look out.
these are the options you have. He's going to explain the Paragon choices that you're going to get.
Go ahead.
And we're off.
So like Kent has said, that's called the expanded boon.
If I already said it, why are you saying it?
Because there's yeah, sure, whatever. It.
I don't know.
The first class talent that you can choose.
First class?
First class talent that you can choose to become your Paragon self is Packed Bane. I was born in the darkness. No, not that Bane. You learn the Bane spell, okay? If you already know the Bane spell, you can choose another spell of your choice.
Just don't learn the Bane spell. It's
Boom.
You learn it here, it'll feel like something.
You learn the Bane spell. When you learn the Bane spell, now you get this cool thing where you can, when you cast it,
Yep.
that target takes 1 true damage
Yeah, not fake damage, true damage.
when hit.
This is the real deal. I mean it this time. I'm going to hurt you.
Can't be stopped. Grip points can't use against it, right? You can't.
Right, you can't.
There's no way to
erase
mitigate
that,
it. You're
no.
taking this damage whether you like it or not. I don't care about any of your other crap that you have.
Take it. Your target takes 1 true damage when hit with your packed weapon or packed cantrip. So it's got that almost like that Spellblade feature where you're using that kind of almost like a spell on your attack. That's really cool.
Well, so basically what this does is when you bane somebody, depending on the boon you chose at the beginning, it has a different result. So it does 1 true damage if you chose Packed Weapon or Packed Cantrip. What does it do if you're wearing Packed Armor?
Oh, this is really cool.
Is it?
It is, yes.
Yay!
Yes.
It's so cool. It just shuts your brain right down. It's Eldritch.
So if you have packed armor, your packed bane will this is what you do.
What?
If they're baned and the enemy misses you with an attack, right? It's stunned 1. They become stunned until the end of its next turn.
It's an it now, huh?
Yes, they're whatever.
It's an enemy. We don't have to humanize it.
It's a creature.
It's just an it.
And they must be within 10 spaces of you. So you can use this on ranged, like if range attack, it's really cool. They miss you with a range attack.
Oh, that
As long as they're within 10 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 10 spaces is 50 feet. That's a big area.
Now that you put it that way.
And then if you have...
Well, hold on then.
Okay.
What is, if you're stunning somebody, what does that mean? How are they stunned? There it is, right there. It's when you can't take any actions because you're just stunned, and you can't speak. You can't concentrate on any spells. So you really can't do much of anything.
No, you literally
stunned.
That is
you're
a
out of the
bad
fight
condition.
for a round.
That's a bad condition.
It's a messed up condition. It's a good one to put on a spellcaster because they can't speak. And if they have a concentration spell going, this is a good one. But they have to miss you. This is the problem with it. So it's not like they just attack you or they're just standing there minding their own business. They have to physically try to hit you and miss you. Same thing with a spell, I assume, too. If they cast a spell and it misses.
Has to miss.
So be dodgy.
This could be like a flashbang, though. If they
Flashbang. That's a fun word.
Yeah, flashbang, like flash dance, but different.
But different, because it's not. There's no dance in it. It's bang instead. So it's not flash dance. It's flash bang.
Bang! See how stunned you are right
She
now?
bangs. She bangs.
Oh, baby, she moo.
I go crazy 'cause you lose every time, but she stings like a bee. Like every girl in history. She bangs.
So when you have your pack familiar, and the enemy is baned with your pack
They
boon,
must be banned. This is the whole point of this.
that creature is considered flanked.
He's just saying Frank. Is this a thing?
Did you think nobody would notice? He was trying to slide it in there. Like nobody's gonna notice that I said flank instead of flank.
What is the flank condition? What is that? Like,
So pack boon with pack familiars, when you've baned that enemy, they're considered flanked as long as your familiar is within one space of them.
Of what?
Of your familiar.
There we. Does that clear it up?
So pack bane, it builds on your pack boon, which is pretty cool. It depends on what you took, but the bane spell is really working in your favor here.
It gives one more thing for your pack boon to do on top of what it already can do, which is quite a bit. So if you want to be a warlock that's all about that pack boon, here you go.
And the bane spell is personally one of my favorite spells
What does
ever.
the bane spell do?
1d4 on any of your rolls. Negative 1d4 on any of your rolls. It's awesome. I'm trying to attack. Ah, you're baned.
that's pulling you right
Negative
out of those brutal
1d4.
hits. All those brutal hits are coming down. Everything's coming down.
So now this makes more sense because they're going to miss you more often, aren't they, when they miss your packed armor?
Yes. And then they
Because
become
they're
stunned.
baned.
Yeah.
they're
Hey,
missing.
he's very clever.
Missing.
And then they're stunned for...
And they're stunned, and now they're not doing anything. They're really baned now.
Genius.
You've ruined their whole day.
The next one that you chose, the Warlock Subcontract. So, if I like my patron, and I'm like, you should check this out. How about I help you? I can be your little mini patron.
Are you going to do it like that? Because nobody's going to say yes.
I come to you, and I spend a minute. And I create...
I don't have a minute.
I get a minute. You're gonna want to. You're gonna want to stay for this. So you spend a minute, right? And you create a warlock subcontract with a willing creature within one space of you.
Willing?
Willing. So there's 3 things that I can give you,
Ooh.
and you get all 3 of these things.
Ooh.
You're giving abilities. Okay.
Yes, you give abilities. You can create a telepathic bond with this person, so you can speak with them within 20 spaces. That's
No,
really
20 sounds low. How many feet is that?
Hundo.
100 feet, like he said, 100. He's trying to speak hood. So that's really cool. You can speak with somebody telepathically. So this is like message almost.
That's
if you're
very helpful.
If you're like D&D people. So the next thing you can give is extended bargain. So it gives
Hasty.
It's called extended bargain. I'm extending this bargain to you, which allows you to use hasty bargain.
Oh, you're expending your own
You see
bargain.
where the...
Extending it.
You could have just cut out the middleman and said you give them hasty bargain.
No, because there's a second thing you get too, in this extended bargain. But
Red drum, red drum.
so what hasty bargain allows you to do is spend a health point to gain advantage on a check on your turn.
Okay.
So instead of spending an action point, you can now spend a health point to do so.
I really need this to work. I'm willing to bleed for it. I put all my hopes and dreams into this, so here's some blood. Then it works.
Boom.
Usually.
And then you still have your action points to pump it up with maneuvers or something else.
So yeah, when I do this,
Uh-oh.
when I allow you to use this, when you use this,
We're getting close. It's getting warmer.
When you use Hasty Bargain, I, as your mini patron, gain 1 temporary health point.
Oh, so,
So
you're
I'm
getting-
always trying to go, dude, use the Hasty Bargain.
You're that friend. Tell your mom we want a cookie.
Yeah, use that health point. Use it. It's going to help you.
It's really fun. It's
really
you
fun.
really want advantage on this. This is so important.
But don't tell them that you're getting a temporary hit point, or health point. They'll never do
you
it.
wouldn't
None of
tell
their
them that.
business. They don't have to know.
And then the third thing I give you through this subcontract is called a willing sacrifice. Willing sacrifice. I can spend,
Yes.
as a warlock, I can spend your health points
On
on my features,
what?
provided you are willing to give me that health point.
That'd be a no for me, sir.
Say we're in a dire straits, you're out of mana points, and I'm like, and you have a few health points left, and I'm like, if you just give me this 1 health point, I can down this guy. It's one of those last.
They come in very handy.
Yeah.
You're like, I need you to get this one spell off or this one feature off that will save the whole party. So here, have a health point. Now I only have 2 left.
How long do you have this contract? Like for the rest of your life? Are you like emboldened to this person or beholden?
Emboldened.
I made that word up.
Beholden.
This subcontract lasts until I either, as a warlock, free you of it,
Okay.
or I use this feature again. If I give it to you, and then I'm like, I'm gonna give it to you. Now that you're out of your subcontract, and now you're in my subcontract.
So you can only have one subtract
person,
going
yeah.
at a time.
Yeah,
Okay.
Subtract?
subcontract.
I'm turning into you.
You're subtracting yourself
have
from
one
this
subtract.
conversation.
Yes, please.
So that's cool. So you have Warlock subcontract. Basically, I become your mini patron. You get these things. They're gonna help me a little bit, but it's how pyramid schemes work. Okay.
It is a total pyramid scheme. This is Amway all over.
Yep.
It's very warlocky though. I like that. The whole flavor of it. Mm-hmm. Like you're like giving out little. Maybe even as you get higher up level, you're actually having people follow you.
That would be really cool. Actually.
Right, you're getting that whole chain reaction. up.
Jesus is a warlock.
Selling souls up to your guy.
His 12 disciples were his warlock subcontractors.
That's so true. So true.
Maybe you get someone in a party too, an NPC. You just drag them along. With
Yeah,
you.
it'd be good for NPCs.
You know, someone you
so
wanna
you're
bring
now
along
you're doing
with
this
you.
with the GM, and they get to
Yeah.
have some fun with somebody who you've enslaved. So there it is. There's your level 3 Warlock subclass, Paragon stuff things you can do.
Yeah.
Take and make your own. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think this
Humans
challenges a spellblade. This is powerful. I mean, you're attacking and you got all these. It's not even talking about the spells. You know, you're a full spellcaster with all this stuff. So you have a lot to offer a party. I like these. The feel of them.
Which one would you choose if you play in this class? What would you take?
I'd take the Eldritch.
I would probably take one of the Paragons. I would take probably the Packbane.
I would just go back in and take another boon.
Yeah, another boon would be great.
I mean, seriously, those boons are cool, and I don't even know which one I'd take. Maybe the familiar if I took the weapon. Maybe the armor and the weapon. Now you're pretty badass. You're a warlock, but you can frontline.
You're big time.
You can be up there with the
Full
barbarian
caster.
and
Full
whoever.
caster,
And you're
full-
full caster.
Yeah. Oh my.
This is a hybrid dream.
Yeah, and you have 4 schools.
I was going to poo-poo you when you said it rivals a Spellblade because I was like, nothing does. But I think you might be right. If you did this, it could rival the Spellblade, yes.
And if, I think I would be dipping into the own class more, right? I would stay in this class, and I want this subcontract, even if I would come back
Yeah.
later and use my talents to pull all this stuff. I want all of it. You know? I think
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
All these things kind of really round
Yeah.
you out. I want that pack cantrip even.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So if you took your Eldritch thing and then you went back in and got the cantrip at level 4 or whatever,
Yeah.
when you can take some talents and do these things, and now you're even more spelly.
Right. Yeah. And then even you took the spellcasting path or the martial path, and you could pick at that point even what you wanted to do. Like we always say, the customization here, right?
Yeah, the customization is one of the best selling points of this whole system for me. And
Cornerstone
yeah, this
of all
Warlock
it.
does definitely give you some really cool ways to make your Warlock as unique as you want.
Like with D&D, you just always went to the Hexblade Warlock. That's what you were. With this, you can make a Hexblade Warlock
Easily.
and one that's even cooler.
Yeah.
Simple.
A lot more cooler features and stuff.
Because you can still have your Hexblade Warlock and choose the Fey or the Eldritch or one of these.
Yeah.
I like this class a lot.
And
Just
the
in
roleplay
general
aspect,
anyway,
too.
but
the
yeah.
roleplay aspect, you have a lot to play with.
If your GM loves to role play, but they're GMing, this is a great thing to have, especially if you have good rapport role play wise with your GM. You guys will be able to role play back and forth a lot with each other. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to play your patron, you're going to play your warlock, and you'd have a little. It could be such a fun relationship.
Yeah.
It could be very adversarial. It could be like best buddies. It could be bullyish. It could be all kinds of things.
Yeah, it depends on what you hold your soul to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it could be old grandma or it could be a fiend from hell. Or both in the same. It doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
Grandma from hell.
It really is so fun. I've already made my thoughts clear on the Fey one and how that needs to be completely fixed. It's not working, fellas. Not working. But, you know, for people that don't feel the same way I do about what Fey should be, then this is great. You got to teleport. You get to teleport
Oh, yeah.
and be invisible once per combat. It's a great move.
That's a lovely feature.
And then you can intimidate or charm somebody. You're going to get a lot more use out of the Eldritch one, I feel.
I like it.
Because you're going to always have that spell in your back pocket. And
Well,
you can take
there's so many
spells from
spells
your...
now. You got all these spells.
That's what I mean,
You
yeah.
get different ones every day.
Every day you
You're
get a new
dipping
spell.
into a new
You'll never
spell.
get bored.
No.
Because you can do, I want to try this spell. I'll try that one tomorrow.
And it's so
Because I can.
so weird.
What?
The Eldritch one. You get weird things.
You're calling something weird?
No, I'm saying that is it's the weird feel to it. I'm weird. It's weird. Whatever. We'll
We're
jive.
weird together.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this kind of stuff, like and subscribe. If you're not liked and subscribed already, can you be liked?
You can't.
I'm liked.
So let us know your thoughts. If you disagree with me on the faith thing, or if you do agree, I actually want to know how many people. Am I just alone in this? Is it just me? I know you agree. Why don't you speak up?
Well, so here's the thing. I don't know all of the things about Fae that you do.
Does it sound fun to you as Brandon to have just chaotic random roll tables?
Yes.
That's all you needed to say.
But
See how easy supporting your friends are? But he just stays silent and leaves me out here on my own. Because in case everybody hates it, he can be like, I didn't say it.
He did. Guy number 3 did.
Hung yourself with your own rope.
We would like to know where you're from.
None of your business, creeper.
Yeah, come on.
Bye.